Welcome students. This is third part of first chapter. Management. Course code is 22509. Unit number 1 is Introduction to Management Concept and Managerial Skill. This is for diploma of all courses. Course outcome is use basic management principles to execute the daily activities. Unit outcome 3 is explain the functions of management. Now content for this part is functions of management and types of planning and steps in planning. Now what are the functions of management? These are the 5 functions of management: planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. Now let us see one by one. Planning, that is the deciding in advance what to do, how to do it, where to do it and who is to do it. Planning bridges the gap from where we want to go. Then planning is deciding in advance what to do, how to do, when to do and who will do. This is the planning. This is the image for planning. Image may ask in the examination for MCQs. Then planning, it is essential for utilizing all available resources in the best way. It provides direction to achieve goal, to develop and establish enterprise. Manager to anticipates the future and discover alternatives to get the work done. Then reducing overlapping and wasteful activities. Then to provide help in decision making. Then to avoid the confused and ineffective activities of the enterprise. These are the essential things for planning. Then what is organizing? Organization is the process of identifying and grouping of the works to be performed and defining and delegating responsibility and authority and establishing the relationship for the purpose of enabling people to work most efficiently. This definition, it is given by Ellen. Then what are the features of organizing? It is the second function of management. Organizing refers to the organizing people, work and resources. It is the formation of structure and allocation of job. It refers to dividing the work into convenient tasks and grouping them properly into departments. Then organizing means allotment of job to proper people with the necessary amount of authority and responsibility. Organizing is essential to get the benefit of specialization. These are the features of organizing. Then next is staffing. This is third step. Staffing, it is the function by which managers build an organization through the recruitment, selection, development and of individual as capable employees. Right person for right job. Then features of staffing, it is a process of recruitment, selection and training. Then it is continuous process. It is necessary to procure right type of personnel for right job. It is necessary to train and develop the human resources. Then fourth is directing. It is a process in which the managers instruct, guide and overview the performance of the workers to achieve the company's goals. Directing, it is a key managerial function. Then what are the functions of directing? Leadership, communication, motivation, supervision. These are the functions of directing. Then fifth step is controlling. It is a continuous process which measures the current performance and guides it towards the predetermined goals. Controlling is a monitoring, comparing, correcting performance and taking action to ensure desired results. The next is controlling involves the following steps: setting up or establishment of standards, measuring the actual performance, comparing the actual performance with established standards, and then take corrective actions if needed. These are 5 steps for a function of management: planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. Then which are different types of planning? Classification is coverage of activity. On the basis of this classification, planning is classified into corporate planning and functional planning. Then importance of content, strategic and tactical or operational planning. Then time period involve long-term and short-term planning. Approach adopted proactive and reactive planning. Degree of formalization formal and informal planning. Then types of planning one by one. Let us see. Coverage of activity corporate planning. Planning is done at corporate level, determine long-term objective. It is known as corporate planning. Then functional planning, it is derived from corporate planning undertaken for each major function of organization like production, marketing, finance, etc. Then second is strategic planning. Strategic planning, it is a process in which top management determines its vision, goals and objective. Long-term policy, that means 3 to 5 years. Example of strategic plannings may be diversification of business into new lines, new products, etc. Then tactile or operational planning is tactile planning involves how the resources should be used to achieve the goals. It is an extension to strategic planning. Then time period involve classification, long-term planning and short-term planning. Long-term planning strategic in nature and involves more than 1 year period and can extend to 15 to 20 years or so. Short-term planning usually covers 1 year. Short-term plans are made with reference to long-term plans. Then approach adopted planning is proactive and reactive. Proactive planning involves designing suitable courses of action in anticipation, while reactive planning, it is a process whereby a future action is detected in response to whatever comes from environment changes. Degree of formalization, formal planning. This type of planning is rational, systematic, regular and well documented and called as formal planning. While informal planning is undertaken generally by small organizations, this planning process is based on managers' experience. Then this planning process is a steps in plannings are first establishing goals or objectives, setting of the enterprise objective based on the factors like mission of the organization, abilities of the organization, etc. Setting of objective section wise or department wise at lower level to get clear cut direction to the departments. Then second step in planning is establishing planning premises to view the conditions under which planning activities will be undertaken. Planning premises are planning assumptions of factors like the expected environmental factors, pertinent facts and informal relating to the future such as general economic conditions, population trends, competitive behavior, etc. Then third step in planning is deciding the planning period. Once a long-term objective and planning premises are decided, the next task is to decide the period of plan. Then fourth is identification of alternatives. The next step in planning is identifying alternatives to achieve the objective through various actions. Fifth step is evaluation and selection of alternatives. After the alternatives are identified, the next step is to evaluate the alternatives according to the premises and goals and to select the best course of action with the help of quantitative technique, operations, research and software packages. Then sixth step is developing derivatives or supportive plan. Supportive plan, that means support the main plan. This may be plan for buying equipment, buying raw material. They are derivative plans or supportive plans. Then seventh step is measuring and controlling the process. Managers need to check the progress of their plans so that remedial action can be taken to make plan work or change the plan if it is unrealistic. Then types of plannings are coverage of activity, that is corporate or functional planning. Then importance of content, that is strategic and tactile planning. Time period, long term, short term. Then approach adopted, proactive, reactive. Degree formalization, formal and informal planning. Then steps in plannings are establishing goals or objectives. Then establishing planning premises, activities to be done. deciding planning period, identification of alternatives, then evaluation and selection of alternative premises, then developing derivative or supporting plan, and measuring and controlling the process. Thank you.